Totem pole, 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 totem pole.
Hello, everybody. Recording live from somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here, July 10th, 2024. Totem Pole Nation, Coach Troy Taylor, your main man, Coach Bald, Southside St. Pete, Southside Chesterfield, Richmond, Virginia. What's going on, Coach?
Hey, man, I called the name of this show, The Dream Team is Back. And I just threw in there, could the 2024 USA Basketball Olympic team beat the Dream Team? What do you think, Coach Bald?
Well, I think what is, obviously different is that Dream Team, I mean, literally they had probably the 6 or 7 best basketball players on the planet on the one team. I mean, literally, you had Karl Malone, you had Charles Barkley, you had Larry Bird, you had Magic, you had Michael Jordan. That team was completely stacked. Patrick Ewing. You take one of those guys away and put him on another team, he's obviously the best player on that team. So, and I don't see it with this team. Joker plays for another team. Giannis plays for another team. Your guy Luka plays for another team. That's kind of how I look at it. Yeah, man, heck, I heard they had a tough scrimmage against the USA picked squad. I know one of the kids, freshman next year for Duke, Cooper Flagg down here in Florida. I heard he lit it up, man. That's going to be a big name. Keep your eyes on that guy, man. He's a star in the making.
Man, I think the one life lesson that we can take from the Dream Team, the original Dream Team, is you got to check your ego at the door, and the practices were harder than the games. And the rumor was Chuck Daly basically threw the game, made them lose, told the referees, dude, make us lose. And they did in a scrimmage against the college guys. And that, man, have you ever heard about some of those battles that they had in practice?
Absolutely, man. I mean, that literally lit a torch under that team. And, there was also, I remember a while back, several months back, I sent you a Bobby Knight clip and him critiquing Michael Jordan. You remember that, where Michael was doing everything? And I think he told him he needed to, pass the ball, do something, steal something. But he was just like, Coach, it was so quick, you didn't even see it. But yeah, it was, that's what the best do, man. They make each other more competitive. I was very blessed to be at Lakewood Spartans here on the south side of St. Petersburg. And we had some crazy matchups there. We had Marquez Valdez-Scantling on one side of the field, and then we had the Griffin twins on the other. We had a guy named Rodney Adams. We had Tracy Johnson at quarterback, and just the practices. The practices were better than the performances in the game because the practice was the game to those guys. They took it to the next level. They raised each other's game. Beautiful thing. And, Coach, that's what you got to do, and you already know. What is your thought process on this team, this USA team, and do you think they have a chance to just run roughshod throughout the whole thing?
I mean, will it be like the original Dream Team, 100-0? No. Should they win the gold medal? Yes. I mean, they got LeBron, they got KD, they got Steph Curry. I mean, so that's, I don't want to be blasphemous, but that would be, Durant is similar to Bird. He's a baller. LeBron, Steph, they got some dudes now. They should win the gold medal. And if they don't, oh my gosh, dude, it's going to be disappointing for the United States of America. And Totem Pole Nation, we love y'all. We are so proud of what Totem Pole has accomplished over these last few weeks. And it's not because of me. It's not because of Coach Bald. It's because of the team. It's because of a belief in doing what's right, doing your best, and treating people how you want to be treated. Coach Bald, what is on your heart today as a professional life coach? What message do you want to send to Totem Pole Nation?
You know, I think the thing is how you start your day. How you start your day has a snowball effect on the rest of your day. How you begin. The good stuff the good vibes, they start with that right there.
Yes.
First things that you put in your body, the first things you look at, the positivity. And you know what? I even got something that I found that I wanted to play for you guys just to get everybody a good start, a good mantra. So I'm just going to play it, man. Tell me if you ever heard this before.
She was just walking down the street singing
Yes. Matt Davis. Matty Ice is back.
Look fine, she looked fine, and I nearly lost my mind. Before I knew it, she was walking next to me, singing, holding my hand,
Oh, yeah.
Man.
You name the movie that might have come from, Coach.
What's up, Brady Z crew? I mean, Stripes?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. One of John Candy.
Let's go.
Candyman, one of his first legendary films. Bill Murray, that one definitely put him on the map. What a classic that was. But yeah, man, that song, for some reason, when I got up this morning, that was the vibe that I had, man.
Wow.
You know? But it is, man. It's how you start your day. It can have a snowball effect. You know, small victories. Make the bed. You know, make the bed in the morning. All right. Because when you come back, it'll look nice to get in there. And that's a small victory. And it'll snowball into the next small victory. And that's what it's about.
And look who it is.
Win the day.
Brandon Toms. Man, what about Brandon Toms from South Carolina, now down at Rock Hill? How do you feel about Brandon Toms, Coach Bald?
Oh, man, I'm just so happy to have him on our squad. It was so cool, too. I saw something the other day that Coach McNally posted, or some kind of it was something. It was something that he had maybe a flyer or something, and it was him. And I looked, and it is Coach Toms sitting there in the offensive line, offensive tackle position. And it was beautiful. I was like, man, this is your prototypical right here. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is the blueprint. But yeah, I know you guys miss him in Virginia, but you know what? He's gonna crush it in South Carolina. He's gonna build things that we want going on there, and it's a beautiful thing. Has he jumped on a staff yet? Has there been a staff lucky enough to get him?
Yeah, he's at Rock Hill High.
Rock Hill High. Ooh, I cannot wait to watch them, cheer for them, pull for them. I wanted to ask you this, Coach. How did that discussion go with the OL talk yesterday. Did that happen off the record?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You talking about the one with the coach from Northern Virginia?
Well, we don't need to call any names or any places, but yeah, there was supposed to be a
Yeah.
conversation that didn't want to be
Yeah,
documented.
he came on. He came on, and man, this guy, when he texted me back, I had his name and my number. I mean, my fault. I had his name in my phone, but I didn't know who he was, so I had to Google it. And then I saw his face, and I was like, man, this dude came to all of our clinics. This dude, let's go. Highland Springs Springers, let's go. Highland Springs in the house. Coach Bald used to stay in the East End. That's right, Coach Bald. But yeah, man, I learned just as much from him as he learned from me. Easy Money Flex, the Rack House. What's the deal, man? Much love to the East End. Much love to Highland Springs. If you want to win the state championship in Virginia, it goes through the airport. You got to go to Highland Springs, and you better pack your luggage, and you better bring your lunchbox. Right, Coach?
Amen. Amen. And you know what is baffling is that you did a podcast with their coach, and he basically exposed the blueprint on success, how to do it step by step by step. And it's still, for some odd reason, we got a lot of hits off of that podcast, but that thing did not go viral, which is shocking. It's shocking.
Oh, man.
A coach lay it out there like that, leave the breadcrumbs, and everybody not jump on it and try to eat it. You know what I mean?
Shout out to y'all, bro.
Still available.
Easy Money Flex, the Rack House. Much love. I'm from Chesterfield. I'm from Route 10. And Coach Bald is down in St. Petersburg, Florida. And Gabe, we don't get down with that racist stuff, but appreciate your comment. It helps the algorithm. We love YouTube, and we love Totem Pole Nation, and we want to do what's right, do our best, treat people how we want to be treated, and that will help others, change lives, and build champions. Coach Bald, talk about that championship mindset, that championship mindset like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the original dream team of those NBA stars had.
Yeah, man. You know, without a doubt, I think, it's doing the things that you hate, but doing them like you love them.
Woo!
You know, and with sports, it's so repetitious. You know, it's all about the reps. It's all about the reps and winning the reps. And, I learned 10, 12 years ago from the legendary Bob Wiley. It's what is it? Unconscious consciousness. It's being able to do it.
Yes. Unconscious competence.
Unconscious competence from
Yes.
Bob Wiley. It's just doing it. So it's just automatic. It's just what you do. The only thing you do. It's how you do it. Yeah, without a doubt, man. But yeah, it is. It's that mindset. And you know what? Sometimes too, it's knowing your teammates, and when they're down, picking them up, raising their level. And everybody's different. Some teammates you gotta get in their grill. Some of them you gotta chip by. But some of them you just got to put your arm around and say, look, dude, I love you. We're going through this. We're going through this together. You ain't alone. Let's go. You know what I mean?
No doubt. And I think you learn that with life experience. And that's something Coach Bald, some younger people may call getting old. But when that original dream team was put together, and they took that legendary picture with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, they passed the baton to Michael Jordan. And then Michael Jordan passed it to the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. And we were born about the same time as Kobe Bryant. We're around the same age. And talk about the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant's mentality. He brought that mentality every day. Can you talk a little bit about that, Coach?
Well, I think the thing that meant the most to me, and it's so much from Kobe, but I remember that his dad was at his games and everything. And
yes,
he was just, so upset that, he didn't score, any points or anything like that. And, his dad just kind of told him, he was like, man, I don't care if you score any points. Like, I love you, son. Like, you keep trying your best. It's going to happen for you. You just keep getting after it. It doesn't matter if it's the process that you go through, and that was just like such a huge relief off of his shoulders because his dad was such a wonderful athlete, and I just thought that was very powerful stuff, that he could have easily, dropped the hammer on him. But he knew that his son didn't need that. His son needed to be picked up, told him that, hey, I love you. I don't care whether you score, 40 or you score 0. I love you. But why not try to score 40? You know what I mean? Go score 40, So I thought that was very powerful, coaching and just philosophy. Without a doubt, man. How about yourself?
Davis.
Like, I remember that series. My favorite series was when they played against the Sixers because, being from Richmond, VA, you're always pulling for those, 804, 757 guys. And, to have Allen Iverson, leading Philly, and he was pretty much a one-man gang. And he was going up against pretty much that was the Shaq and Kobe squad, I believe. Is that right, Coach?
Yeah, I believe it was.
Yeah. And so
Matt Davis.
That series was
Matty Ice. It's a mindset. Nothing better than the Mamba, Kobe Bryant, LA Laker for life. He didn't run around changing teams. He was with 2 teams because he was drafted by the Hornets, but he never played for them. Vlade Divac, wow. The Mamba mentality, you live by that, you will be nothing but greatness. Wow. Jim H. Jordan leadership doesn't translate off the court. Not a pleasant human. Hey, Jim H., I appreciate your perspective, but I'm not a very pleasant human either. So me and Jordan, we probably get along. Infield Insights. Love y'all. Listening from Winchester Green, the old Park Lee. Hallelujah. Man, Jerwin, Kobe is not GOAT Finals MVP. Ha, ha, ha. Jerwin, I appreciate that. I don't know how many MVPs Kobe got, but we're just talking about not even as a player, but after he got done with the playing, he knew it was his time to give back. And that's why he did all that content that he did. He didn't know he was going to die when he did. I remember that day. I walked in my apartment. Matt Davis, I got the Mamba mentality tattooed on me with Kobe's Black Mamba emblem. I lived to try by that SHI blank. Man, Matt Davis, I had no clue that you were that big of a Black Mamba fan. Jerwin, Kobe is idiot. Jerwin, I appreciate you commenting, but a guy who teaches others that if they want to be great, they have to study the history of the game and know all the other great players. I don't consider that to be an idiot, but I respect your perspective. When you fart, do it be sound like a gust of wind from all the, yeah, sure. Hey, YouTube, thank you very much for commenting. Man, could Kobe Bryant have hung with that original dream team. Because now that I say that, I think back to when Kyrie Irving was the young buck and Kobe Bryant passed the baton to Kyrie. And Kyrie had a heck of a season, Coach Bald. Could Kobe Bryant have hung with that original dream team?
I mean, in his prime, without a doubt, man. In his prime, without a doubt, he would have been first man off the bench, I would think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he starts. You know what I mean? Like that team. I don't think they kept the same starters the whole time. Like they would rotate guys in. I mean,
I think Jordan. I think Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Jordan always started.
Okay.
I could have been wrong. Hey, in the comments, let us know. Okay, let's see here. Easy money, East End, the Rack House. YouTube is blank. Get that mess out of here. We talking sports and mentality. Hallelujah. Let's go. That's what we like. Easy Money Flex. Is this your first time watching Totem Pole Nation Life Lessons Podcast? Because you're right. Life Lessons Podcast is about mentality. Life Lessons Podcast is about sports. That's what Totem Pole Nation's about. Matt Davis. The reason why Kobe was great, Azalea missed a shot in a game. He stayed in the game. It wouldn't leave till he made 100 shots from that spot. Why all these boys and teammates are at the bar? Yes. That's what Iverson said about him. Uh-oh. Chomp, chomp. Gator in the house. Let's get it. Gator. Gator, let's go.
Gator is in the house. Gator is in the house. Gator is in the house.
Gator is in the house. What a blessing it is to have Gator all the way from Tallahassee, but he's a chomp. He's Gainesville in his heart.
I tell you what, that is a tough place to be a Gator at, is in Tally. I'm sure he gets a lot of smack talk to him, but we know Gator and he backs it up. Do you ever get down to St. Pete or Tampa, Gator, man? Love to meet you, the wife, and you meet the wife and everything, man. I know we'd have a good time, chop it up, hit up a sports bar maybe on a Sunday or Saturday. If you ever want to come down to a Bucks game, man, let me know. We got season tickets.
Woo!
Glad that you're with us. We know you're at the gym, Iceman. We know you're at the gym. You are the ultimate flex. That's the thing about my man, Iceman, Matty Ice, is that the thing I learned from him is he told me that you bleed more in practice, you'll bleed less in war. And that's just the mindset. That's that mentality that we're talking, you know. Game day should be the most strenuous day of the week. That should be the easiest day of the week.
Justin Boxing, let's go. Justin Boxing has been a loyal member of Totem Pole. Gator, let's go. Chomp, chomp. The Florida Gators got the hardest schedule in the world. Easy Money Flex. I like that shout out, Gator. He earned that. He's here every day, Easy Money Flex. And we appreciate you, Easy Money Flex. It's like destiny. It's like karma. It's like the pattern. The Lord led you to Totem Pole because we're the low man on the totem pole. Some people don't even know what that means. Anthony, but you do, Easy Money Flex. Anthony, FSU. 35 days till college football. Go Noles.
Wow.
DJ, I can't pronounce his last name, is playing for his 75th team in his 17th year of college. And I'm just kidding. Justin Boxing. It's almost time for summer school. Wow. That's amazing. Gator, It's a great day to be a Florida Gator in Tallahassee, Florida. I stay pretty humble with my Gators. I don't get into much of the arguing. Amen. Matty Ice, have a great day, fellas. Walking in the office. He's going to work. Easy money. Bucks are trash, Coach Bald. Okay, easy money flex. This guy down there with the beautiful background, his original team is the Buffalo Bills.
But
he lived through losing 4 Super Bowls.
Yes,
okay, so
but hey,
he's all good with being a Tampa Bay fan when you got that background and you live in St. Petersburg. Gator, yes, bleed more at practice. You won't bleed as much on the field. Justin Boxen, who will be world champ one day. Yes, he will. He's a middle school student. He will be world champ. I'm your Customato. I'm telling you right now what's going to happen. You're my Mike Tyson. My dad, by a boxing for me, I'm starting my boxing career. Wow.
Wow.
How does it feel to give back and to pour into Totem Pole Nation and know that we have a team that's getting bigger, faster, and stronger every day? Justin Boxen, Matt Davis, go Lions, go Blue, mark my words. Everybody counting Michigan out this year. Sadly mistaken, they will be in the playoffs. Holy moly. He's almost in 6th grade, Justin Boxen. So, Coach Bald, how do you feel about Justin Boxen starting his career, and how do you feel about the Lions in Michigan this year?
Well, hey, first off, starting your boxing career, man, that is phenomenal. We're close friends with the guy they call the Granite up in Boston. He's got Gold Glove type hands. So maybe we'll have him coach you up a little bit, because this guy's fighting his whole life, and it's all he knows. It's all he knows. And to switch up, but as far as the Lions, man, their coach. I love his philosophy, his toughness, his mentality. But those 4th downs, they definitely ended up haunting him at the end of the year. And they got the bullseye on them now. They're not the surprise team. Everybody expects them to win, higher double digit numbers. People are expecting those guys to win 11, 12, maybe even 13 games. So bullseye is going to be on those guys, but with any team, you're always one injury away. The quarterback gets injured, and who knows what happens in your season. But I'm excited. I'm especially excited for Matty Ice, because I've known the guy for years, and for years his Michigan's football teams were undermanned, underrated, or not performing the way they need to. And the Lions were just always kind of the lonely loser Lions, but not anymore, man. It is Detroit, Michigan is on the map. That is football country, and I love it, man. I'm excited for them, and I'm just excited for what we're doing here at Totem Pole Nation, because for myself growing up and stuff like that, I just you had to find clips on people motivating and stuff like that. Like, you could go on YouTube and watch stuff, but you could never watch it live. So what we're saying here live, I think, is very important. And man, we love you guys. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We're here for you guys, man. If you got any questions or any comments, man, send them our way. We're all over Twitter. We're all over Facebook. Find us, request us, friend request. We'll do the same. We follow back. Let us know, man. We're a big family, and hey, reunited, and it feels so good.
The dream
Tell
team.
him, Coach.
Yeah. Justin said, my dad is going to train me. He boxes. John Morant fan. Fire. You're fire, John Morant fan, because you are a great totem poler. KD says, that's why I respect Coach. He is a professional, unbiased, and logical take on things. KD, that might be the most thought out, well-written statement in totem pole history. Amazing. Gator, glad to see you, Coach Bald. Love your presence. Maybe it's a Florida thing. Laugh out loud. Ja Morant, thank you for spamming the chat. Hey, hit the 3 dots and like the stream, subscribe, or just double tap. on your phone. My dad met Muhammad Ali. Ooh, the greatest. Muhammad Ali was the greatest of all time. Some people say Rocky Marciano, but I didn't see Rocky Marciano. Somebody said that he fought his brother twice. One time he wore a wig. All right, so I don't know. John Morant. Fire. Who? Bro is yapping about nothing. Who? Yapping about nothing. Hey, God bless you, Who. Thank you for being a hater.
Yeah.
Justin Boxing and me. Football Beast Productions. I got something for you. Football Beast Productions. Here it comes. You ready? Football Beast Productions is in the house. What is Totem Pole Nation about? It's about faith, family, friends, football, and the future of content creation. And Football Beast Productions is a content creator, and he's one of the future great YouTubers in the world. Anthony FSU. Sorry, I messed up. It's 45 or 46 days till Florida State kicks off against Georgia Tech in Ireland. Wow. On August 24th. Who? You? So many views, 38. Hey, we're the low man on the totem pole. We love the people that love us, and we love the haters because we got a dark side too. Keep hating. We do it for you too. But you're on here watching. Justin, I'm going to be the next greatest boxer of all time. Amen. Cater. What y'all think of our quarterbacks this year? DJ Lagway and Graham Mertz. And then here you go, Easy Money Flex, subscribe. I can definitely rock with this channel. Plus y'all know about my Springers. Dude, I got beat by the Springers. I was the head coach at LC Bird High School. I was the head coach at Meadowbrook High School. My first game back to Meadowbrook, we played the Springers, and we were lucky enough to beat them. My last game at Meadowbrook, we lost in the first round of the playoffs to them. So, Coach Ball, how are you feeling? What do you think about the Florida quarterbacks?
Well, hey, man, Mertz has another year under his belt. The rookie, I mean, he's one of the most talented guys that's coming in, and I would not be surprised, when Florida really, kind of made that huge push during the Tebow era and during the Chris Leak era, they would bring in another quarterback to do something a little different. Mertz is not the guy that's going to beat you with his skill set. He's not going to beat you with he's going to beat you with his arm, but they bring in the other kid and he can do it all. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be shocked if you don't see some packages and stuff like that. And they're going to need to, because the SEC, I mean, you can't go 3 seasons in the SEC as a Florida coach and play subpar 800 or 500 football. You have got to be up there at the top, and they're going to need to throw the kitchen sink out there. They have the talent to do it. So I'm excited to watch them. But like you said, their schedule is brutal. They don't have a week off. I mean, they have a few games there, but it's not much, man. I definitely definitely am excited for them and everything. But that coach has got to get those guys dialed in, because that conference is just it's a monster conference. When you have Alabama, when you have Tennessee, you have Missouri stepped up, and then now you're adding Texas, you're adding Oklahoma. Like, brutal, man. Brutal. I love the SEC. I love SEC football. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And Saturdays are going to be huge here on Totem Pole, because I definitely think, we go through and play some pick'ems and keep our scores throughout the season and, roll through it that way. But yeah, man, I'm excited about what the Gators got going on, man. They have been recruiting their tails off. It's been a real quiet off season. You haven't heard of any, guys getting in trouble up there. It seems like they got their tails to the grindstone, and that's what you need to do, especially in this state, man. You know, if you just win the battle of recruiting in this state, you're going to be loaded every single year. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do starting off their season, man. They got a tough game to start the season off.
Easy money flex, the Rack House, the East End Enforcer. Hey, y'all be respectful coming in here. These are coaches. They contribute to society and help raising our children in discipline. Amen. We have some enforcers.
Who? Let me ask you this, Coach. Who is your best friend or multiple friends from Highland Springs area right now?
I mean, Lauren Johnson is my friend. Billy Robertson went to Highland Springs. Impossible is nothing, Muhammad Ali. Our haters are our motivators here at Totem Pole Nation.
Ooh.
I wrestle with the
Amen.
with the whale. I do something with thunder and I throw lightning in jail. Yep. Reel them in, Coach Bald. Lagway is a beast. You are a Canadian. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, eh?
What you talking about, Willis? Mad?
Why
Why you mad, bruh?
Canadian
Why you mad, bro? What do you think about Tebow's number, though? Uh-oh. They gave away Tebow's number? Coach Ball, are you aware of that?
There's some things you just don't do. You know,
King Hoopmaster.
Nobody should wear 23, you know, for Chicago. Nobody should wear 33, you know, for Boston. Nobody should wear 12 for New England or Tampa. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think give that number away. I didn't think Richardson, you know, should have been wearing it. You know, you take that number out, pick any other number, man, because that dude had he was just a wrecking ball, man. He was a wrecking ball. He was a one-man gang on a team that had some good talent, but he was just a monster, man. He brought that old school, you know, Red Grange mentality, four horsemen mentality. He was a monster. Yeah, you don't give that number away. That's my philosophy.
Easy money. Rack House. Victor Macho Harris played beside him. Well, I knew your coach.
He was a beast.
He was a good friend of mine, Scott Burton. I went to Highland Springs and interviewed for a job in a T-shirt and shorts.
You did?
Justin Boxen. Welcome, King Hoop Master. King Hoop Master said thanks. Justin Boxen, that's what we expect from Totem Pole Nation. Anthony, FSU, Florida State Seminoles. And they went undefeated in college football last year and didn't make the playoffs. What a travesty. The quarterback was hurt, but do you think that Florida State is going to get out of the ACC? And if so, when and where do they go? Justin Boxen said, you're welcome. Hey, Mad, stop being a meanie. You know, it's all good, Justin. The haters are going to hate. He knows me, and it is what it is. And when you're doing something great, you're going to get hate. Coach Ball, what do you think about Florida State? Are they going to get out of the ACC? Who is there that stands in Florida State's way in the ACC?
It's got to be the commissioner and the deal they signed. You know, whenever they sign that deal, man, you know, you put pen to paper. You got to, you got to finish out your contract. You know, I think they're trying to get out. You know, and if they do, they're going to have to pay a substantial amount. Maybe that new conference is going to give them a substantial amount. Who knows with the NCAA and with the ACC and what they're doing. But if they do get out of there, why would they not want to go to the SEC? You know, I'm sure the Big Ten would be recruiting them very heavily too, just because the Big Ten wants to have some more ties to the state of Florida. when you have ties to the state of Florida, you have ties to top 3, I would say top 3 recruiting areas on the planet. You got to go with Texas is up there always. Florida's always up there. California. It's just, hey, it's like you say, it's the pattern. They're the biggest places on the planet. Of course, they're going to have more football players. I think because of the heat in Texas and the heat in Florida, you get guys ready to play quicker because they don't play offense and defense. You just can't. The heat is too much here to be playing guys both ways, 100 plays. The human body can't take it in this kind of heat. So that's the thing, Coach. When you have one player, just practicing defense for 4 years in a row at one position, he should have more than a rip move, a bull rush, a swim move. He should have more in his arsenal than just that. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, best players on the planet come from there. Easy Money Flex, the Rack House. There's some great football players still on the East End. Why are all the best football players near airports and stadiums? That's my guy, Coach Burton, definitely a mentor in my life. That's why we got Totem Pole Nation. That's why we coach. That's why we teach. It's to help others, change lives, and to build champions. Macho Harris was pretty dang good. Yes, he was. Nice. I got to go, Justin Box has said. I'm going to summer school. Nice. Gator, Mirth has 15. That's right. Ty Corbin, Texas, Florida, California. You want a great quarterback? Go to Utah. There's been some great quarterbacks. California, too, has great quarterbacks. But Coach Bald, how are you feeling about Totem Pole Nation? And Totem Pole Nation getting bigger, faster, and stronger every day. We have 1.4 thousand views right now. Hey, double tap the screen. Like this stream. Subscribe. We need more people in here, and we need to get bigger, faster, stronger, because the stronger we get, the stronger you get. Show me your friends. I'll show you your future. The cheat code to life is to surround yourself with people you want to be like. Gator says Florida State will be in the SEC by 2030. Justin Boxon says, please have a good day. Michael M., thank you very much for subscribing, or thank you very much for commenting. Appreciate you. You're a hater. Grandpa, got something for you here, Grandpa. You ready? Grandpa VR is in the house. Went live on Instagram, and I saw that we had my friend on Instagram, Mac, who is a content creator, and he makes Instagram reels about sports cards. I saw that you were in here, Mac. If you want to come over to YouTube, come over to Totem Pole Nation. Justin Boxon said bye. Easy Money Flex, the Rack House. Like, share, subscribe. This is what we need. Amen. Dude, Easy Money Flex. We are Richmond guys. All right, I'm from Chesterfield. Coach Ball's from Chesterfield. He's from the south side of Richmond. He lived on the corner of the Boulevard and Broad. He lived out in Mechanicsville when it was the Turnpike. Grandpa, that's sick, man. Yeah, Grandpa, we're doing that for all the totem polers. Ty, Big 12 is going to win a lot of national titles in the very near future. You're definitely a Yankee City boy. I'm definitely not a Yankee City boy. I'm from Chesterfield. But, yeah, I mean, I'm in New Kent. Well, I mean, New Kent and Chesterfield is there that much difference? I mean, he's from Mechanicsville. We're all from the Richmond area. Coach Bald, What do you think about the Big 12? Ty Corbin said is going to win a lot of national titles in the very near future.
Hey man, I think Central Florida is in the Big 12, and they're in an area. Coach Herb Hand, one of the best offensive line coaches in America, is getting those guys ready to go. Dude,
hey, Mike, we love you, brother.
I love watching those guys. I love watching them. They play very exciting, very dynamic football. If they just build a fence around that area, just the Central Florida area, dude, they will be competing for championships. And Big 12, they had some people leave, but they had some good teams come in as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think once you get to where, this is the best year in college football, because it's the next year. We're going to have the extended playoffs. It's going to be beautiful. I think you're going to see some upsets. It's going to be great, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I could definitely see Central Florida being a powerhouse here in the very near future. How about you, Coach? Who do you think in that Big 12, poses the biggest threat now that Texas and Oklahoma are out?
I mean, I think it's going to be the same teams it always is. I mean,
they're gone, man. You're talking about Texas and Oklahoma.
I mean, is Oklahoma still in it?
No, they're SEC, brother.
So who's in it? Nebraska?
I believe you still got Utah. You got Nebraska, Colorado. Is Colorado your team to beat there? Coach Prime
No.
I like that they got Warren Sapp as their defensive line coach. I definitely like that.
Yeah. Mike Margou, I meant Mechanicsville. Mike is from Mechanicsville. Coach Bald, how does it make you feel that Mike works in Mechanicsville, and that's where you live with your uncle, and that's where you graduated from?
Absolutely, man. I spent a lot of time at the Mulligans. I think it was Mulligans there. I spent a lot of time at they had a bar. They had a bar right across
Midway. The Midway. The Midway.
Midway. Oh yeah, Midway Skidway. I spent a couple good nights there, man. Without a doubt.
You spent a night there. You spent a week there one
Midway
night.
Story. Can I tell you a Midway story?
Sure.
All right. We had a big group of people there, big group for a party and everything. And one of my buddies, it was just his idea. The place it's getting late and everything. And he ends up, it's getting late. People are starting to leave. He decides, he's like, look, y'all are going to hear about this tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So he basically, he walked out and he goes to, he wasn't partying at all. He was just hanging out with us. He was going to drive somebody, but he wasn't partying at all. And he walks out into the parking lot and he stumbles onto the first car he sees, tries to open it, nothing. Then he does this about 3 or 4 more cars. Well, apparently across the street, there were officers that were witnessing this, right? And as he's doing this, other people are getting in their car, they're leaving and everything. And so finally 10, 15 minutes goes by and he finally gets to his actual car. He turns on the car, alarms going off, the windshield wipers. It's not even raining, right? Not even raining. By this time, the whole place is emptying out. And those officers, man, they are watching him because, the guys basically tried to start every car in the parking lot, right? So they're watching him. By this time, everybody is gone. He's the last one. And finally, the lights go on regular. He backs up a little bit and he starts to pull out. They pull him over. And they want to give him a breathalyzer. They make him walk. He walks straight. They gave him a breathalyzer and he passed it. And they're just like, dude, we were watching you. We noticed you went into every car, tried to start it. We noticed that you set your alarm and everything. Like, what is going on with you? He said, well, tonight, officer, I was the designated decoy. The designated decoy. What do you think, Coach?
I got my mic on mute. Easy Money Flex, the Rack House, Highland Springs finest, Verona Hermitage, and LC Bird, the teams that kept us from winning in the playoffs. 03, 04, and 05. Mike says, I went to Benedictine when it was in the city, not at the Abbey. There's the difference. Class of 07. Anthony, Florida State. Utah's new this year, and Nebraska's not in it. They're in the Big Ten. You have Kansas, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, and Iowa State. Wow. Mike is in Richmond. Mike, 07. I got a joke. Have you had dog? What's up, dog? There you go. I've had a few of them in my lifetime. Designated decoy. The Terminator.
Hey, you know what? Did you ever hear the story?
That's too funny, Coach Ball.
I sent it to you this morning. Did you see the Mike Leach? Did you watch that at all?
What Mike Leach?
Well, Mike Leach, 1999.
What Mike Leach?
Yeah, he was coaching for Oklahoma, Red River Shootout, right?
Yeah.
He has his backup quarterback there, and he has you know how every coach usually has, a script, the first 10 plays or something like that. So he has a guy, a backup quarterback that has the script. And as he's walking up the tunnel, he goes to put it in his pocket and the script falls to the ground. All the coaches looked at that. A Texas guy picked it up. He sent it to the coaches. All the coaches were watching this. The second play of the game, they had this double reverse pass that they were supposed to do on the script. And they ran it just like they did, except they had one guy just creep completely to the right side of the field. It's supposed to go left. Guy was wide open, went for a touchdown. The old Mike Leach fake script play.
Yes.
Hey, designated boy, baby.
Marley. What we talking about, boys? We're talking about originally, could the Dream Team beat this year's Olympic team? And we're overwhelmingly said yes. The Bears here. And then Lennon Marley, I just subbed. Welcome to Totem Pole Nation. Welcome to Totem Pole Nation. Lennon Marley, we're the low man on the totem pole. This is the Life Lessons Podcast. Coach Bald is my old friend. He's in St. Petersburg, Florida. You see that background? That is not a green screen. Grandpa VR, I'm going to have to leave, but I hope everyone has a great day. Grandpa VR, thank you for being a great teammate. Grandpa VR, this is for you. You were a great addition to the team. Ooh, I like this. This gets me fired up. Lennon Marley, I like this. Malone would handle LeBron. Stockton sticks Curry. Wow. Coach Bald, what do you think about that take from Lennon Marley? That Malone would clamp up, claw LeBron, and Stockton would strap up Curry.
Different ball game back then, man. Those guys played defense. They took a lot of pride in defense, man. I don't. There's not a guy that the worm Dennis Rodman, back in his prime. There's not one guy he couldn't, hold under 20. And I'm talking about LeBron, Durant, you name it, Seth Curry. Yeah, those guys ain't hitting over 20 points against a guy like the Rodman or a guy like Gary Payton, the Glove. Exactly, man. Those guys played some defense. You don't believe me? Look at the old film, man. Look at the old film. That the defense is something that the bad boys really, really took to a whole nother level, man. Those guys, you didn't come in
like this.
You didn't come in the paint and not leave with a bruise or a busted lip.
We got a disagreement in the chat. I like this. I'm an instigator. Pippen schools Durant. Pippen was so long. Aaron says, who on Bird? Dude, I mean, Bird was at the end of his career. I mean, there's a lot of guys, man. This team, I mean, who are the defensive dudes they have?
Oh, they had Clyde Drexler.
I mean, they have a bunch of guys, man.
Yeah. Clyde Drexler. Yeah.
No way, Lennon. No. Easy Money Flex says, no way, Lennon. Easy Money Flex. What do you disagree with what Lennon is saying? Barkley, Ewing, Easy Money Flex. The Rack House says, no way, Coach Bald. These talents are next level. So Easy Money Flex, you're saying that the greatest AAU team ever assembled, that's what they've been called. The 2024 Olympic team, Easy Money Flex, would beat the 1996 Dream Team. Aaron the Hooper says MJ, Michael Jordan, Chicago Bull, the GOAT. He's still the best. Coach Bald, are these guys today way more athletic than the guys during that time? But were the guys back then tougher than the players of today?
I think that's what it comes down to. You know what I mean? I think that's what it comes down to is, yeah, these guys look more athletic because they don't play no defense. There's no physicality to it. There just isn't. Clyde Drexler will put a clamp on every one of these guys. You know, Clyde Drexler would be LeBron James if he played now in his day. Clyde Drexler was probably the 6th or 7th best basketball player at that time. You know, he was definitely a force to be reckoned with. And that's the thing. When you get banged, when you keep getting banged, you start to slow up a little bit. Once you get punched in the mouth a little bit, you're not worried about running that perfect route as much. You're worried about getting a fist thrown at your chin. You know?
Mike was a killer like Kobe. Michael Jordan was a killer like the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. The Chicago Bulls and the LA Lakers. Will the LA Lakers stay in LA? It seems like all those teams are moving to Las Vegas. Lennon, Marley, Gary Payton was a lockdown. Yes, he was. That's why they called him the Glove. Aaron the Hooper. No way MJ jumped to the moon. I don't know, man. You know what Michael Jordan said? I mean, you know what Larry Bird said about Michael Jordan? He said that was Jesus in shorts. Lennon, Marley. Was Gary Payton on the Dream Team in 92? I think it was the 96 Dream Team.
He was not on the original Dream Team. No.
He was a rookie in 91 or 92. He was just, I can't remember, 93 maybe. Whenever the upper deck. I mean,
this is your team, Coach. All right. Christian Laettner, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Clyde Drexler, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Chris Mullin, Charles Barkley, and Magic Johnson.
Ooh. Ty Corbin, best NBA championship games were Chicago Bulls, the Jazz, 2 years back-to-back. Bulls won both. Jordan killed us. Well, Ty Corbin, my dad told me Michael Jordan was the greatest player of all time when I was a kid. And when he hit that shot, this is what I did. I took my cap off. And I said, dude, this dude's the greatest of all time. He just took over that game. Wow. Imagine Shaq instead of the kid from Duke. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt.
But Christian Laettner was the best player in the country.
They were saying, too, wasn't I believe Isaiah was kind of snubbed from that team.
Yeah, Michael Jordan didn't want him on the team. He didn't like Isaiah. If he's playing LeBron, he's going to be God. Anthony, Florida State, says Michael Jordan waiting on the 96 Dream Team. LeBron's better. How would old defenses deal with the complexity of current offenses? LeBron's better. Are the offenses that complex, or is it just AAU basketball? I mean, the Celtics won the world championship, and it's pretty much push it and shoot a three if it ain't there. Like, I don't know how – I'm not a basketball guy, man. Put it in the hoop. Ty Corbin, I mean, dude, what was it, the triangle offense or the triangle defense? What was it they ran, the Bulls? Jordan is the best of all time. Triangle offense. Easy money flex, the rack house. Most of these players grew up in the projects or not so good areas. So you know they played backyard basketball with the neighborhood. They are not soft. The game is soft, not the players. David Robinson, so underrated. A Virginia guy. David Robinson. So was Grant Hill. So was Allen Iverson. So was Alonzo Mourning. That's right. The triangle. V-A. 2 up, 2 down. Virginia is for lovers. Ty Corbin. My battery is running low. Thank you. Ty Corbin. Jordan played awesome defense. Yes, he did. He said, put me on the best guy. Jordan played on the 92 Dream Team. It was the 96 Dream Team. Right? Or was it 92?
92 is the original.
It was 90. What am I saying? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Just fire me right now. Where's that guy that was hating on me earlier? Ty. Great defense was shut down any offense. NBA doesn't play defense anymore. That's right, because I was like going into 9th grade. Easy money. The ones born in the 2000s are soft, but 80s, 90s is tough. Well, fellas, I'm signing off. I'm going to go ahead and get this job done so we can beat the Heat. So here you go, Gator.
Gator is in the house.
Gator is in the house. Lennon said, I graduated high school in 92. Yeah, I graduated in 96. I forgot all about that, dude. I wasn't graduating from high school when this was going on. Like, I'm an idiot, dude. It was 92. Y'all are right. Because I think we lost the 88 Olympics and we won the 84, and we won't have that. We won't learn it. We won't lose into the commies again. Anthony, Florida State. Jordan played on the 92 team, had the opportunity to play on the 96 team and turned it down because he won't going to wear a Reebok jacket, man. I don't blame him. Coach Ball, would you have worn a Reebok jacket?
You know what? If it had like a little pump or something on there, like those Reebok pump shoes, I remember D Brown sitting there. He was about to dunk, and then he went down and he hit the Reebok pump. What an idea that was right there. Probably stolen from Basil Lewis if we had to really get the information about it, right? You remember them Reebok pumps? Man, did that really revamp that brand? But yeah, I probably wouldn't be rocking no Reeboks either. Do they even make Reeboks anymore? I don't think so. But yeah, man, Totem Pole Nation, I just want you guys
Angel Reese
to know that sometimes you forget you're awesome. So this is your reminder right here. You guys are awesome. Heck yeah.
So who's your teams? I used to be an Atlanta Braves, Washington Redskin, and Boston Celtics fan. Right now, I'm a John Morant fan in the Memphis Grizzlies. Other than that, like, I just love football. I used to be, I guess I'm a Commanders fan, but it's hard to be a Commanders fan. It's like being a Bills fan the Bucks won a Super Bowl this century. Favorite sport, football. Coach Bald, who's your teams?
You know what? I pull for all the teams that are here. So we're talking about, I pull for the Bucks, I pull for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I pull for the Tampa Bay Rays, who just beat the New York Yankees. But my favorite football team has always been the Buffalo Bills. But as far as like college ball, I pull for the home team here, which is University of South Florida. But I like Central Florida. I like all the Florida schools. I like pulling for them. When they play each other, hey, man, I just like to be there in the room when all the other fans are fighting against each other. It's great. Grew up loving Virginia Tech. It's been hard to watch those guys for a long time. Hopefully those guys get it squared away. Dude, I watched UVA because the quarterback, Anthony Calandria, played football right here in our backyard here in St. Petersburg, Florida. So I got to pull for that guy. I pull for players because, I've been following a lot of players. A lot of players follow me. That's what it's all about, man. Cheer these guys on. Get them to the next level.
Easy money, flex. Aaron the Hooper makes a great point. If we're playing today, they're winning because they're getting all the calls. Easy money. These guys can switch everything on pick and roll. So you telling me if Karl Malone ends up on Steph, he can take on the challenge? No way. 3 in his face. In the face. My favorite movie of all time, Coming to America. I love them Braves with Glavine, Maddox, Smoltz, and Shipper. Yes. K-Gun. Ooh, the K-Gun. Jim Kelly. That's another Miami Hurricane quarterback, right? Yeah, easy money flex the Rack House. Dallas Cowboys. Will we sign Dak Prescott? No. You're going to have a new coach. You're going to have a new quarterback. And I'm going to tell you right now, Jerry Jones has already made the decision. Jimmy Johnson and Bill Belichick are great friends. They go down to the Keys and go fishing for Maui.
It's true.
We'll make a prediction. Bill Belichick will be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys next season. And how many games will it be until he breaks Don Shula's record? Jerry Jones is going to want to put that in the Jerry Dome, in Jerry's world. So Belichick is going around right now, scouring the earth, just like Dick Rabine found Tom Brady. He's trying to find the next Tom Brady. Coach Bald, what do you think about that? Will Dak Prescott sign with the Dallas Cowboys again?
I think you're almost looking at a rebuild mode. I mean, you got CD Lamb already sitting out. They haven't signed him to a big deal. You got to sign Parsons, man. I would not be shocked if all 3 of those guys are playing for different football teams next year, and they don't have, I would say at least 4 picks in the first round of next year's draft. I don't see those teams. I don't know. They're just in a perfect time to rebuild, especially with who they have on staff and who you're talking about them getting on staff. What if it was Coach Sanders, Coach Prime there, and his son was the quarterback? Who knows, man? Who knows what Dallas is going to do? They've been talking about doing stuff every.
They're about the money.
They don't have.
They're about the money. I can see that happening.
Yep.
So easy money flex. Welcome to the family. Lennon Marley, welcome to the family. I'm gonna play this for y'all. Life Lessons Podcast. MJ on Curry, no threes. Great point. Coach Taylor. Coach Bald. How does it feel to be back on your podcast, our podcast, Totem Pole Nation's Life Lessons, and tell them about St. Pete Rejuvenate?
Yeah, huge shout out to our sponsors, St. Pete Rejuvenate. The ketamine infusions are a game changer for people dealing with PTSD, chronic pain, anxiety, depression. Do your research on it. Give us a ring if you need some information. We might not be in your state or your city, but we could probably find you one or highly recommend one. That's what we're about. Also anesthetics, if you need some work done, we can do that as well. IV hydration therapy is a game changer, especially this time of year when the heat and humidity, you don't feel right. You're at work, you're underperforming. IV hydration therapy is a game changer. It is very good. It'll help you get all the nutrients that your body needs to keep being you at your best. But huge shout out to those guys. Check it out. Check out the website, St. Pete Rejuvenate. And I just want to leave you guys with a couple powerful words for this Wisdom Wednesday. Believe in yourself. Stay strong. Never give up. Be grateful. Work hard. Stay humble. Be kind, and keep smiling. Keep smiling, guys.
Easy money flex. The Rack House. Glad to be here. I love my coaches. Have a great day. You have a great day for it, Totem Pole Nation.